car update now that I found the power cord to charge my new camera. It's the 27th, so it's a couple days after Christmas. The lights are still on, and I obviously am not great at, the decorating and whatnot, and kind of low budget, but I figured putting some out in front of my building would be kind of fun. So basically my Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays wishes to all my friends on YouTube and any other people I may know who see the video. Go ahead and do a couple of cold starts and answer a question for Gearhead Griff, who had a question about an intake too. But of course, can't see it too well, but here's the my wife's probe, which unfortunately has been sitting since before the snow fell, basically, and just being moved around because the water pump had unfortunately gone on it. It's been sitting for a few days now. Yeah, she's a cold one. Full. Oh yeah. Oh, she always starts right up. Poor thing. Doesn't take too long to overheat though, unfortunately, on the pump. So I haven't even been able to let it get warm. The temperature doesn't say. Jeez, it's so dark you can't even see it through the camera. But it says -5 Celsius. But I don't know if that's accurate because I think it takes a reading every so often while it's moving, which it hasn't really done much of lately. Started right up. Not really surprised. She always starts right up. Here is my sad little Dodge Shadow. Frozen door, covered in snow. Well, according to the Shadow, geez, can't see it on the camera either. It's 3.4 degrees positive Fahrenheit out here. Hasn't started in a few days either. This thing's got a transmission issue, I think a valve body. And when I was driving it the other day, the floor kind of popped up on me when I ran over a big pile of slush. So I suppose the floor is a bit rustier than I thought. But, it's got power. That's a good sign. Angry, but still runs. Always starts and then dies. Well, it's pretty low on gas, I suppose. Seeing as how it's facing downhill and the pump is in the back of the tank, it's gonna die on me. I had to disable my lower ignition switch. I was having some sort of strange issue with it. I think the switch itself might be screwy, so I put the column one back in. But yeah, it's like I said, 3-speed Failmatic, and that's exactly what happened. It stays in first gear now, and thing doesn't shift. An old video I'd done during the summer on this vehicle, Griff had asked about the intake. Quick, look at it. Been under here in a while. This intake, well, this is a throttle body injected car. In Griff's case, his is currently carbureted, but you can do something kind of similar with a bit more work. All I did was I took the original air box that fills up this whole area, and I just cut off, let's see, can we see it here? Slightly. I basically just cut the bottom of the intake out with a grinder. It's got some rough edges, but if you do it nice and if you cut it deep enough, you won't really see it. You can kind of see a shiny silver line along the bottom. I just cut the metal out of the box and toss the rest of the box so you can use the stock filter and kind of get a little more breathing out of it. Let's see. Silly Saturn. Trying to sell that. Lights put off a nice red glow in the camera. my snow Fokker, which isn't running so good anymore. Here's my Shelby. Hasn't been driven since, well, today's the 27th. I drove it all day Christmas Day. Hasn't been started since then. Oh! See, kick on the high-speed throttle switch. Give her well, we'll give her 4 pumps. Usually it's 3, but it's been sitting a couple days. Oh yeah, she's a good girl. She doesn't care how cold it is. She always starts. See, we'll stay idling. Not necessarily. A couple of short revs. Thanks to the high-speed idle solenoid that's electronically controlled, I don't have to sit here and hold the fucking gas. But if I put the switch down, it'll die. Interior is all set up for Christmas right now. I'm gonna decorate it, but I got, you know, some jingly little Christmas bells and ribbon and garland, just kind of for the fun of it. And red and green set on the gauges so we can kick it. Per usual, the floors are front and rear lit. Still a bunch of snow on it. We also have a Christmas wreath in the back that comes on with the car's lights. I put a spot muffler from a shadow on it to make it a little quieter while I'm driving it around. Got the regular air box on it right now. Rally fog lights inspired by I can't remember the username. One of the other Shelby Charger guys on YouTube here. But I gotta run down to my